Suppose a boat is crossing a river, and another empty boat is about to collide with it. Even an irritable man would not lose his temper. But suppose there was someone in the second boat. Then the occupant of the first would shout to him to keep clear. And if the other did not hear the first time, nor even when called 3 times, bad language would inevitably follow. In the first case, there was no anger. In the second, there was. Because in the first case, the boat was empty. And in the second, it was occupied. What if man could roam empty through life? Who would be able to injure him? Now, let's consider this. If a man holding a belief, which he was taught in childhood, or persuaded of afterwards, keeps down and pushes away any doubts which arise about it in his mind, purposely avoids the reading of books and the company of men which call into question or discuss it, and regards as impious those questions which cannot easily be asked without disturbing it, the life of that man is one long sin against mankind. But, says one, I'm a busy man, I don't have time for the study which would be required to make me in any degree a competent judge of certain questions, or even able to understand the nature of the arguments. Then he should have no time to believe. The physicist Wolfgang Pauli once spoke of 2 limiting world conceptions. At one extreme is the idea of a fully objective world, without any kind of observing subject. This has been the guiding image of modern science. At the other extreme is the idea of a subject, mystically experiencing the unity of the world and no longer confronted by any objective world. This has been the guiding image of Asian mysticism, or Zen. Zen wants facts, not in the Western sense of things that are measurable and numerical, which are in fact abstractions, but as living, immediate, and tangible. Therefore, Zen adopts an unusual approach. Its build-up involves language, which is unavoidable. But the way Zen uses language is always to point beyond language, beyond concepts, to the concrete. The sole purpose of Zen is having sudden moments, like flashes of lightning, when the intellect is short-circuited and there is no longer a barrier between the experiencer and reality. But how is this relevant in our daily lives? Okay, let's step back for a second. Our lives are filled with awkward pauses in conversation, silences that make us uncomfortable, leave us wondering. When we choose silence, we choose to give up the reasons not to love, which are the reasons for going to war, or continuing war, or separating, or being a victim, or being right. In a moment of silence, in a moment of no thought, no mind, we choose to give those up. Just choose silence. Don't even choose love. If we choose love, we already have an idea of what love is. But if you choose silence, that is the end of ideas. You are willing to have no idea, to see what is present when there is no idea. Past, present, future, no idea of love, no idea of truth, no idea of you, no idea of me. Love is apparent. Now, I'd like you to think back to the idea I presented you. And I'll leave you with this final encapsulating thought. Stop looking for what you want. Not cynically stop looking for what you want, because there's a way of stopping looking for what you want in resignation and cynicism and closing down, but innocently, openly stop looking for what you want. Because you see everything you want, just maybe not in the way you imagine what you want. And it's this imagination itself that keeps you from discovering that you are already everything that you could ever want. So, if you just take today as an experiment to give up any imagination, any image of what you need to be totally fulfilled, just give it up. It's just an image, just a thought. Maybe a career thought. Maybe a relationship thought. Just give it up. Directly discover what's here. Unthought, unimagined. Thank you.